final is set. Germany will take on England. Dun dun dun.
It's set. Germany officially is in the 2022 Euro final.
It's been a wild journey to get here, huh?
Yeah, and an extra year, just like the Olympics. It's taken an extra year to actually get to the Euros and now have the final. But it's here. The final's here. It's going to be at Wembley Stadium on Sunday. And so many people are pumped. Germany just won their match against France, which we're going to talk a little bit about. And I've been reading online. People are saying the level of football play, everything about this tournament has just been a turning point for women's sport, football acceptance of women. Germany has a very vast history of German team winning the Euros, but they have just been featured on the official football magazine in Germany for the first time. So this has really been a turning point in football acceptance. Okay, so we're gonna talk about France versus Germany. I think a lot of people going into this match, I think a lot of people had Germany. Well, number one thing is France had 2 less days to prepare and to rest, and also they went 120 minutes. So they were really, they were out of gas probably by the time this match came around.
Yeah. For sure.
They were exhausted probably. But we're not really going to talk too much about the match. 2-1. First half, the commentators kept saying, I think Julie Foudy said it was kind of in the first bit of the match, it was like a chess match. Each team was trying to get the feel of each other. A lot of back and forth. We did watch the pre-show and Emma Hayes thought the French were going to win. As we know, the French did not have Katoto. And COVID hit Germany, So
each team had their own setbacks,
Right. But the first half, even in the 20th minute, there was an amazing save by the French goalie. No team was dominating. The Germans seemed to be a little more in control in the first half. There was a pretty funny moment in the 29th minute that there was an obvious dive by Germany. An obvious dive during the replay. It was so obvious. And then 39th minute, who scores? Germany scores.
Yeah, just before halftime.
Alexandra Popp, who has been the breakout star of this tournament.
Some would say she's popping off.
Yeah, I've seen that joke a lot of places.
Oh, glad I came up with it.
She has been the breakout star of this tournament. Sarah and I included. I had never heard the Alexandra Popp. I've never heard of her name until this tournament. So
now people can't get her name out of their mouths.
Exactly. And actually, when she scored that goal,
Alexandra Popp has scored in 5 consecutive European Championship matches, equaling Michael Platini's record for France set at the men's tournament in 1984.
So this is major. She's a name that everyone knows after this tournament. 39th minute. Oh, she kind of came out of nowhere. When she scored that ball, I saw another player in front of her, and all of a sudden Alexandra was right there. Kicked it right in. It was like she moved so quickly to get there. But that was great. But 5 minutes later,
France equalized.
Yeah. And this was a wild goal because
it hit the goalpost and then hit the goalie in the back, and it was technically an own goal.
Yes.
That was wild.
But the force of the French player's strike, that's what led to the goal. It turned out to be an own goal, but it was a very hard strike. It was ruled an own goal, but that force.
That was an insane goal.
Yeah, it was like ping pong. It equalized right then and there. So going into halftime, it's probably Germany's wins are probably out of their sails because they know they had the lead for 4 minutes. Mm-hmm. Halftime, they come back. In the 62nd minute, France almost scored twice. There's a lot of good shots. France, there was a problem because there was so many opportunities France could have scored. They just didn't. They talked about Wendie Renard. She is an epic goal scorer with her head. Her headers are the most famous headers practically. Mm-hmm. She had
Wendie Renard attempted more shots than any other French player at the Euros 2022, 17, but was unable to score with any of them. 14 of them came from headers. Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Germany at the end, they were letting a lot of balls, France have a lot of balls too. So even though Germany did play pretty well, but Julie and Ian were saying, very tactical game. It was a very tactical game. Then In the 76th minute, who scores?
Alexandra Popp.
With a header. And at that,
Sorry,
but she scored, it was 2-1. But that was it. That was the winning goal. 2-1.
She wrote
2-1 Germany. And I saw a lot of people online saying, I think the English fans wanted that game to go into extra time and everything because they wanted to wear them out for the final.
Oh, good thinking, yeah.
But that was it, I think a lot of people had Germany to win, but, it wasn't a dominating performance. I don't think anyone thought it was going to be a dominating performance. It won, and people are pumped. People wanted to see this matchup. It's a very historical matchup. So people were excited to see this matchup. Also, read that stat, Sarah. I like the stat.
With the last male coach eliminated today, this will be the 8th major tournament in a row where the winning head coach is a woman.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's music to my ears.
So I love that. Then I saw someone online go, that means Vladko isn't winning next year at the World Cup. But so excited for Germany. So Germany has never lost a final of a Euro. So every final they've been in, they have won.
There's a first for everything. Just saying.
So that was an exciting match. And actually, we've been talking about Alexandra Popp since we've been hearing about her. I didn't know a lot about her. I'm gonna have you read that, sir. We're gonna read a tiny bit. I did not know this specifically.
When you watch Alexandra Popp play, and her presence has hardly been understated, with a goal in every Germany game so far, bear in mind that she always expected this to be her last European Championship, robbed of her place in 2013 and 2017 by serious injuries, and now 31 years old. It was supposed to be Leah Schuler racing Beth Mead for the Golden Boot. Had the tournament not been postponed by a year, she would have missed out again. Yet somehow, positive COVID tests that might have been catastrophic seemed to have a way of working in Germany's favor. When Schuler was ruled out of the early part of the group stages, Popp was given her moment, one last opportunity to make a statement to the world.
So, I didn't quite know her story. I kind of heard. I was reading this article.
Didn't they talk about it during the game?
Yeah,
I remember they
did.
Something.
And the fact that Leah Schuler got COVID and really gave Alexandra Popp the ability to show everything she has. And what's my favorite thing to say? It's like a fairy tale. You weren't supposed to make it.
Movie moment.
Like this article says, because the Euros were pushed back a year, it wouldn't have happened for Alexandra Popp. They haven't won anything, but people like you and I now know her name. But she's Americans know her name. You and I know her name. So excited for her. So people are pumped for this women's team. And even like this one, Swedish Mead balls when they beat.
Sounds like National Enquirer fake story.
Oh, yeah. But one of the storylines we talked about last time, or one of the things that happened, was after the game, Lucy Bronze looked pretty concerned at the end. Kira Walsh was like hugging her, and then she just looked really out of sorts for winning the game and everything. You thought, well, what happened? It came out today or yesterday that
Lioness's Lucy Bronze has revealed she has been playing through the pain during Euros 2022 due to the lingering effects of her knee issue. Ugh,
yeah.
Sounds horrible. So
she's probably concerned, whatnot, because she's had 5 surgeries on that knee, I read. So it's kind of like, is it something that's going to hinder her from even starting on Sunday? Probably not. She'll probably play through the pain, but she's worried. She wants to enjoy this in all its glory, but to know that she's having that knee issue right now is probably scary for her. But this should be such an exciting final. English fans are pumped. The whole entire nation in England will be watching the game on Sunday. Like every household, they're expecting world record TV audiences for that. Also,
total attendance of Women's Euros 2022 will surpass 500,000 when England face Germany in the sold-out final. Already, 487,683 have attended across the 30 games so far, more than double the tournament record of 240,055 set 5 years ago at Euro 2017.
So this should be exciting. So what does everyone think? Who does everyone have? I think Sarah and I are rooting for...
Let's say 1, 2, 3.
Germany.
Oh, no.
I'm joking.
No.
I am rooting for England. The historical context of England winning, men or women have not won a major tournament since like 1966. So if they win, a huge historical context for them to win this title.
Queen will even be tweeting about it.
Yes, she probably will. I heard Will and Kate were talking about it or something. So this will be major. And, the players have a lot of pressure on them, to go in there, and the pressure, because in a way, Germany's kind of, because of the home crowd, almost the underdogs when you think about who is expected to win. I think a lot of people are picking Germany because they have such a strong midfield. I mean, their midfield, their defense is killer. So who does everyone have? Are you super excited? Are you guys having a party? What has been your favorite part of the tournament so far? Who do you think will win the Golden Boot? We probably won't do a video before then, but we are super pumped. Go England. Questions, comments down below. What do you guys think? And we'll see everyone soon. Have a great night. Bye.